The Uplift Mofo Party Plan was released in 1987. Now, what happened leading up to this album was that EMI gave the Red Hot Chili Peppers a $5,000 budget to record a demo tape. However, some of the band members spent $2,000 of that budget on drugs. This caused tension, and drummer Cliff Martinez really didn't have the heart to stay with the band. So Anthony Kiedis and Flea fired him.
Drugs are bad, okay?
However, drummer Jack Irons did rejoin the Red Hot Chili Peppers after Cliff Martinez was fired. And the Uplift Mofo Party Plan was the only album by the Red Hot Chili Peppers to have all 4 founding members of the band. After bringing up that little history, I shall start telling you what I think about this album. The Uplift Mofo Party Plan begins with Fight Like a Brave, which starts the album quite nicely. The track that follows is Funky Crime, which I find to be pretty catchy. And at this point, I was thinking to myself, gee, the Uplift Mofo Party Plan sure sound like a big improvement from their last 2 predecessors. However, the track Me and My Friends is kind of decent. Backwoods starts with a really cool guitar instrumentation, and the rest of the song is catchy, and I do enjoy it. Skinny Sweaty Man is short, and it's also your typical fare with Red Hot Chili Peppers. If you're used to those kind of songs that the Red Hot Chili Peppers is known for, chances are you may like the track, but personally, it's not my cup of tea. Behind the Sun is a nice change of pace with sound, but I find it repetitive. What follows is the Red Hot Chili Peppers' cover of Subterranean Homesick Blues, which the original song is by Bob Dylan. I'm not really a fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers cover. I'm sorry. Before I talk about the next track, I need to put a disclaimer. To any ladies that are watching this review, I have to say the title of this particular track. Now, if it makes you feel awkward in some way, I apologize, but it's not really my fault. It's a song title from Red Hot Chili Peppers. And considering how sexual some of their lyrics have been in their past 2 albums, including this one, this really should come as no surprise. This track is called Party on Your Pussy. Here's my cat Tucker. In my honest opinion, this is actually one of the more catchier tracks of the Uplift Mofo Party Plan. I have no comment about No Chump Loves Sucker. I think it's one of the weaker tracks of this album, and I really don't like it. Walking On Down the Road is another track that I personally don't care for, and I do find it forgettable. Now, I'm starting to notice a bit of a problem with the earlier albums by Red Hot Chili Peppers, from the debut album up to this one. They tend to have competent starts, followed by maybe a catchy song around the second or third track, but after that, then they come up with a forgettable song in the long run, and further down the albums, it's just up and down. I don't know what was going on throughout the entire process, but I'm just assuming that they were just trying whatever they could. So it's not really my fault that I find some of their earlier albums to be their more weaker ones. Love Trilogy is the penultimate track of this album, and I'm not entirely sure if this particular track will click with everybody, but I do like the speedy instrumentation in the middle. This album concludes with Organic Anti-Beatbox Band, which I think is a competent finish for this album. The Uplift Mofo Party Plan is available on CD, digital retail, and vinyl. It is also available to stream on Spotify. Overall, the Uplift Mofo Party Plan is an improvement from the past two albums by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Sure, there's some tracks in this album that are forgettable, and I don't care for them, but 60% of the album I did enjoy. The essential tracks on this album are Funky Crime, Backwoods, and Party with Tucker. This album does live up to the funk rock genre, and I do think it's a solid listen. The Uplift Mofo Party Plan gets a B-. If you like this review, feel free to hit the like button. And if you want to follow my channel, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. And if you want to request any music artists or bands that you would like me to review in the future, please leave those requests down in the comments section below. And as always, you are welcome to leave me a comment if you feel so inclined. And thanks for watching. And I will see you in the next review.